Teachers, it's your time to shine. Now, I don't have a QTS, but I teach in the UK. Yes, it's with a university, but I also know someone who does not have a QTS, but she got her visa sponsorship job to teach in the UK. So I feel I should just share this with you. Some of the things you can do to land a visa sponsorship job. I will share occupation codes that you can occupy without a QTS or with a QTS. And if you watch towards the end of this video, I will share with you a step-by-step process. You would see me trying to find a visa sponsorship job that I can apply for without a QTS and also with a QTS. So if you have a QTS, don't just shuffle and scroll through this video. Watch this video to the end. You pick up some very valuable tips that would help you in your journey. There are a lot of people who have a QTS outside the country or inside the country, but they don't know what to do and they don't know how to go about it. Just watch this video to the end. I will help you with the steps you can take to land that visa sponsorship job. If you are meeting me for the first time, my name is Cynthia. I share information that will help your transition abroad to be as smooth as possible. I share information about settling, working, or studying in the UK. If you're interested in any of these, just subscribe to this channel. I have a playlist for teachers. I have a soft spot for teachers, guys. Your reward can be on earth. Don't wait for it to be in heaven. If you need support landing a visa sponsorship job, then you can reach out to me. Stop using those ChatGPT AI generated CV and cover letters. They are very easy to detect, guys. Look for support, someone that will help you personalize it, teach you how to submit applications successfully, and you will increase the chances of getting visa sponsorship. Anyway, without wasting time, let's get into this video. Teaching is in high demand in the UK. I also know that a lot of people will give you a visa sponsorship job in certain subjects or areas. I've seen some people tell me, hey, I teach English in my country. Will I be able to get a visa sponsorship job? Everybody wants to get into teaching English in the UK, and there's this accent barrier you have. But if your accent is quite different, there are some particular subjects that nobody cares what you sound like, and they'll be willing to sponsor you because people in the UK don't want that particular job. If you are coming in from outside the UK, you should be targeting jobs that people who are in the UK don't want to take up, or maybe you are highly talented in a particular job, even though people in the UK want to take up that job, but you have this advantage that will make you shine and stand out. These are the two qualities that would help you land a visa sponsorship job successfully. Now, let's just go into the jobs that you can apply for that are on the skilled worker visa list. These occupations are from the eligible healthcare and education jobs list. So you can see further education, teaching professionals. That's what one of my clients got. FE college lecturer, they are called lecturers. Secondary education teaching professionals, you can see the list and the titles there. You can explore that. Primary education teaching professionals, you see infant teaching, junior school teacher, primary school teacher, nursery education teaching professionals, kindergarten teacher, nursery school teacher. Next, we have special and additional needs education teaching professionals. We have also the final one, which is the head teachers and principals. If you're wondering how much should be on your COS, let me show you how you can go about it. So this is the page where you should look at. As you can see, these are the codes and these are the requirements. You should not have anything less than this on your COS. For further education teaching professionals, this is the list. For England, you can see what is required for unqualified lecturer and qualified lecturer. For Wales, for Scotland, for Northern Ireland, everything is here. Another list for teachers can be found on table 1. Statement of Changes in Immigration Rules H997, and you can see higher education teaching professionals if you're a lecturer in a university, teachers of English as a foreign language. We have teaching professionals not elsewhere classified, adult education tutors, dance and drama school principals and owners, private music and singing teachers, private tutors and teaching professionals not elsewhere classified. You can see the minimum threshold for each job. Option A is for those people who are coming in from outside the UK. Option B is for those people who have a PhD. Option C is for those people who have a PhD in STEM. Option D is for occupations on the immigration salary list, while option E is for those people who are new entrants into the labor market who studied in the UK, etc. Now, let me show you some jobs that you cannot get a visa sponsorship with because they've been removed from the skilled worker visa list. So look at these jobs. So these jobs are classified as medium skilled jobs, and you can no longer get visa sponsorship if you pursue any of these. Higher level teaching assistant, education support assistant. And then when you go to table 1A, you see these early education and childcare practitioners. If you got a visa sponsorship before the 22nd of July 2025, you can extend your visa, but you cannot apply for a new visa. Like if you've never been on a skilled worker visa before, you cannot apply for a fresh one. Remember to consult an immigration advisor if you need legal advice. Or if you don't have a QTS, the options you have is to choose jobs in academies and free schools, independent schools too. So my client got a lecturer in a college and she doesn't have a QTS. She can work towards getting her QTS even as she is someone who works in the UK with that COS. After 1 year, she's from Nigeria. You know, there are 5 countries who are allowed to apply for QTS. So if she works up to 1 year, that's 12 months in the UK, she can apply for her QTS and continue with that particular job. And with her QTS, she can get a qualified teaching role instead of the unqualified teaching role. So what I'm saying is that if you don't have a QTS, you want to teach in the UK, make sure you have the work experience they are looking for, and you properly prepare your CV, cover letter, and personal statement. Submit the application. You will get that teaching job. You can also register with recruitment agencies. I've shared a couple of them here. There's so many of them. I'll put the link to one of the hubs where you can select one of the agency jobs you can apply to. It will be in the description. As I always tell you guys, getting a job is a matter of numbers. You need to submit as many applications as possible. Getting a job is a job. Yes, the process of submitting applications and everything is a job, and can only land it if you keep trying over and over again, if that is your dream. You can also come into the UK to train to teach, PGCE plus QTS, but remember that there are higher chances in some subjects, the ones that people who are British or have ILR do not want to pick up. I'm talking about sciences, you know, the physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, you know, and other languages, modern foreign languages. You know, there's a list of them. I don't need to put them here. You already know some of them. So you can actually get a visa sponsorship job through them. And you don't need to wait towards the end of your QTS PGC to get that job. There is this season where many schools are recruiting. That is when you should start applying. We are about to step into that season. In my opinion, it starts from October and ends around April-ish, you know. So if you submit an application early, you would actually get that job early, and you should select the schools you want to go into. I always told you that there are some things you should have in your CV. Teacher CV or lecturer CV is quite different from other types of CVs. There are some key subtitles you should have in your CV that will increase the chances of getting that visa sponsorship job. The first one is the publications you might have had, any conferences, symposiums, I don't know, you might have. If you have awards, put it there. There should be career progression in your CV. It shouldn't be that you have been a physics teacher for 15 years. 15 years in the same position. no growth, no, you will not be able to coordinate or do anything. No, it doesn't make sense. And in your responsibilities as a teacher, you should have different areas that show that, hey, you've been able to manage exams, communication, dealing with students when they have some challenges. You were able to do the whole thing, the whole thing from classroom management to practicals. You need to show that you are a well-rounded teacher. And guys, you can't tell me that you want to be a special needs teacher and you've never heard of EHCP. There's no word like autism in your CV. There are just so many things that you need to have. Like, you have to understand the culture of schools in the UK. And that's why I said, hey, you need help. If you're a teacher, if you're scared, you might be able to manage and get something nice on your CV without support. But you see, teaching, lecturing, you need support. And it's best for you to reach out to someone who would support you. And I told you I'm here. Now, I want to show you some of the job opportunities you can explore if you want to get into teaching in the UK. Let's go. Let's just go to Indeed and we put unqualified teacher, United Kingdom, find jobs. You can see the list of jobs here. Now, let me tell you something. When you see pounds to £35 per hour, just know that that job is not likely to give you visa sponsorship, because they're just looking for like supply teacher, cover supervisor, somebody that they will use for, as in briefly, that would support them briefly, guys. So I always target the one that they give you per annum, how much they're going to give you per year for that year. That one, there is this high chance that they will are likely to give you visa sponsorship. So all these per day, I'm not saying it's always like that, but most times they are not going to give you visa sponsorship. But you can always try, because some of these companies here, if you notice, they are all recruitment agencies. You can always apply and write to them and tell them that you are open for visa sponsorship opportunities. Now let's go to a second technique that actually works. Go to Google, write list of schools in Manchester or any city you're interested in. You can see this list of schools here in Manchester. Go through all of them. Click on each of them. Go to their website. For example, let's try this one, Abbey Hay Primary Academy. Now we click on that. Once it opens, you can see their website. You can see an email here. You can always send your CV, cover letter, personal statement to the email. But in this case, we might just decide to go to their school website to see if they have any vacancies. Once we click on that, you see work for us. Immediately go to current vacancies under working for us, and then you can see the opportunities here. You're not likely to get visa sponsorship with maternity cover, but yeah, this is how you can explore all the schools on that list. And you can see that they have trainee teacher starting September 2026. You can never tell whether it's a salaried teacher training. You can always apply. Guys, do not slack, just apply. Push yourself, apply. Don't allow your brain tell you that it's not possible. It is possible. By the way, I already mentioned that early years practitioner is no longer sponsored on the skilled worker visa list. It's no longer there. So just avoid it. You can go for nursery school teacher. Let's go to this website. Is education-jobs.co.uk. Put in teacher there. You can say teacher in Wales, England, wherever, postcode, it doesn't matter. Just put the right location there. It says 11,646 job opportunities. Now you can go through all of them and visit them. You will notice that there are a lot of recruitment agencies here instead of schools posting this advertisement. CFE teacher, something that you can easily explore without a QTS, guys, and they are stating the salary per year. So just apply. That's all you have to do. Like I said, in my opinion, I will avoid those schools or those advertisements that have it per day or week. But I prefer when it's written per annum, the salary is written per year. So I know that they're likely to have you for a longer time. Now, the next one is Agency Central. If you're looking for a hub of agencies, then go to this place. Tick education for on industry. Select that you're a candidate looking for a job. Then let's just say we are going to Liverpool to look for a job. Yeah. or we are searching in Liverpool. It says it has 34 recruitment agencies. And let me tell you, the beautiful thing about this is that they have their phone number, they have their website, you can send an email. It's just a fantastic opportunity. For example, this education specialist, the phone number is there. You can always visit their website if you want. And yeah, they have opportunities on this website. You can select for the one you want. It's just straightforward, guys. What do you think? Are you going to give it a try? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've benefited a lot from this video. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.